Mucha marcha, as they say in Spanish, is a term that aptly describes Madrid. Madrid, that city that never sleeps, like literally. Each night ends, or rather begins, with partying here. From chic cocktails to pub crawls to dancing through the night, Madrid nightlife has it all. Unlike other cities, nightlife in Madrid starts a bit late, but the best part is that it continues till late morning. Usually the afternoon for locals start around 4 p.m. and ends in the evening beyond dusk. The evening starts at around 11 p.m. That's the time when Spaniards will be seen flocking in bars, clubs and discos. You'll find the pubs or bars in the city close around 2:30 a.m. on the weekdays, while on the weekends it extends up to 4:30 a.m. If you like partying and you wish to do it all, then you'll find some clubs that are even open 24/7. But Madrid after dark is not all about clubs or hip parties. There is so much that you can do and explore when the sun sets. I visited Madrid in the month of November only to fall in love with the city and what it had to offer. A friend of mine who also loves to party and we share many similar interests flew from US to Madrid to join me in this trip. In this video, we'll cover the top things to do in Madrid after dark. So join us as we share our experience from dusk to dawn in this bustling city of Madrid. After arriving in Madrid, I checked myself into an amazing Airbnb in the heart of the city center, Puertadelsol.
Hey guys, so today now I'm checking into Airbnb. Oh, and I just locked myself out. Really cozy place. It's just one bedroom and really beautiful, and the touches are really amazing too. Like the small touches, it's not too expensive but very modern. It's just really pretty. I love it. We have a balcony as well, looks like. A really nice area. Let me show you the bathroom. It's also very beautiful. Look at the tiles.
A bit of history about Puertadelsol, that it originated as one of the gates in the city wall that surrounded Madrid in the 15th century. Outside the wall, medieval suburbs began to grow around the Christian wall of the 12th century. The name of the gate came from the rising sun which decorated the entry. Since the gate was oriented to the east, the square is actually almost semicircular in shape and owes its current form to the major renovation work carried out between 1854 and 1860. The weather in November is a little bit chilly and it needs warm clothes, but after a few drinks, I bet you wouldn't mind the cool air while you're walking around the Sol area. She's doing a good job. We should encourage her. So here's the activity number 1, exploring the bars and discotheques in Madrid. You can go to TripAdvisor or Airbnb Experiences and register for a pub crawl experience in which a local guide who has associations with different bars and clubs will take you to the most visited hip joints. If you don't like a structured tour, then you can also do bar hopping on your own. While in Madrid, I did both. On the first night in Madrid before my friend arrived, I went for a pub crawl with a group of tourists, and if you're by yourself, this is a great way to meet some new people and make friends. On the second day, when my friend was already here, we opted to explore the night scene on our own, as it gives us a little bit more flexibility to how much you want to spend your time and where you want to go. We began with a club called Hammam and explored some of the other cool joints later that was right there on that street. Just in a couple of days, we got so hooked to the Spanish music and the dancing that we started having mini days each day. We would explore the city in the day, come back in the afternoon for a nap, and then head out again in the evening. When we were tired and hungry, we would pick up the food on our way and come to the Airbnb around midnight, but only to rest a bit and head out again around 1 or 2 to explore some more clubs, and that was just so much fun.
So yeah, the food was good. Thank you, bye. and we had fun. And this is actually a street where there are a lot of Indian restaurants and stuff. And now we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I mean, other than that, what else? Like, yeah, the cake was good, the liqueur, beautiful chocolate decadent cake. I am glad that she liked it. I was, you know, wanting to make sure that she likes it. And then the food is plenty, so we have a little bit to eat later on as well. The car parking hopefully is gonna be good.
Not all the way.
Yes. And yeah, overall, so far, having lots of fun, enjoying and chilling. We're here now at Manama. You know, like we came here. So this is really one of the best rated place, discotheca, here in Madrid.
When you enter a nightclub really late, the entry into the nightclub would cost you around 15 euros, which might include a free drink. If you're on a budget, you may want to plan your night a bit earlier than midnight. Else, you can also choose to go for some smaller clubs, which generally have entry fee of 5 euros. A pub crawl, which is usually 20 bucks, would give you entry into 4 to 5 pubs, and it'll have a few drinks on the house. Activity number 2, visiting the Royal Palace of Madrid at night. The palace is one of the largest European palaces and a grand 18th century showcase of design and opulent decor. The entrance fee depends on the visitor's age, month you are visiting, and what kind of experience you want to have. Though the visiting hours close at 7 p.m. on most days, you'll be amazed to see that the palace in the night when it's illuminated with sparkling lights. Activity number 3, watch the sun go down on a rooftop. In Madrid, there are many amazing rooftop bars where you can watch the sunset and the wonderful views while sipping a cocktail or having a gourmet experience. Some of the best rooftop restaurant experiences are like El Corte Inglés, nice to meet you, at a Deer, Hotel Madrid, Azotea del Circulo, Ella Sky Bar, etc. But the list doesn't end here. If you search the best rooftop bars in Madrid on Google, you'll find that there are so many places that would leave you appalled. Templo de Dibod is the place to go for magical sunset in Madrid. This is the location of an ancient temple that Egypt gifted to Spain. Activity number 4, see a flamenco show. A trip to Spain isn't complete without seeing a flamenco, which has its roots in Andalusia. Flamenco, Spain's most famous style of dance and music. It is known for energy, color, and beauty for all over the world. The songs are usually very emotional, covering topics of heartbreak, tragedy, and hardship. The dance is made of fluid movements and strong rhythmic stomping. The dance is usually led by a Spanish guitar and a dry beat against the floor. One of the best things to do in Madrid at night is to go out and watch an authentic flamenco show with glass of red wine. You can find plenty of such shows, but to name a few, you can check out the La Cueva de Lola, Corral de la Morera, or Las Tablas. Activity number 5, go out for a tapas crawl. If drinking is not your thing, or if you are in a monk mode, then you could go ahead and have a tapas crawl instead of a pub crawl. Madrid has one of the most vibrant and plentiful tapas scenes in Spain, and you can find just about every popular Spanish dish in tapas bars that are packed into the streets of Madrid. So now today I finally found that place that I was looking for, that our guide showed, and this is the poorer version, the non-touristy version for Mercado. So if you guys want some good tapas and you want to eat at where the locals eat, then this is the place to go, right here. I'm gonna go check it out inside and get my day started with some nice food and wine and see how the rest of the day goes. So now I'm here at Juana La Loca. Finally, I'm here inside the restaurant. We'll see, they looks like have a lot of different options.
So this was our tapas experience here. As you can see, the food was really good, so I finished everything.
So what are tapas? For those of you don't know or hearing this term for the first time, tapas are small plates of food that are served alongside a drink in a bar. Going back to the 13th century, tapas were slices of bread or cheese that bartenders used to prevent flies from going into their patrons' drinks. Believe me, there are many tapas bars in Madrid. The only struggle you're going to have is choosing between them all. Activity number 6, catch some live music. While walking on the streets, you'll find plenty of local musicians and performers who elevate the whole night scene by bringing you to the live music and street performances that are a crowd pleaser for all. Activity number 7, visit a Michelin star restaurant. In Madrid, you will never be hungry as there are thousands of good restaurants everywhere, including Michelin-starred restaurants. The only 3 Michelin-starred restaurant is David Munoz Diver XO, which is highly recommended and unique experience for which you need to book about 6 months in advance. Activity number 8, a walking tour in Madrid at night. You'll be able to see the most important highlights illuminated, and you'll learn about Madrid and what it was like in the Middle Ages during the night. The best part of the free walking tours is the local guides. Free walking tours don't come with a set price, hence they're free. But at the end of the tour, you have a chance to give your local guide a tip. And it's completely up to you how much you would like to tip them. It usually depends on your budget and how much you actually like the tour. Activity number 9, dance until dawn. You'll be surprised how long people like to party in Madrid. You'll find yourself dancing until morning. Capital, the biggest nightclub in Madrid that has 7 floors, and there are many different dance floors and play different music. Especially for younger crowds, it is heaven. Barcelona, a fancy destination close to the metro shop Tribunal, but be careful, you have to dress fancy and fashionable if you want to enter here. Barco, an alternative laid-back destination in the neighborhood of Malasana. People stay here until morning. Activity number 10, last but not least, relax in a hammam bath all night. If you're a fan of soaking in a Turkish bath the way the sultans did, or just spa in general like I am, then you should plan to visit the only Arab baths in Madrid. What better way to relax after a long day adventure than soaking your body and mind in complete silence in the center of the city? Located close to Plazamayor and Puertadelsol, the Hammam al-Andalus will give you a night to remember. After spending more than a week, my friend left back for US and I continued to stay in Madrid for another week before flying out to Germany. There's always something exciting in Spanish capital of Madrid. Madrid is one of the liveliest and the most vibrant cities in Europe, with historic architecture and bustling food markets, a royal family, and various other attractions that make it a fun city to visit. Once darkness falls, this is an attractive quality to the city that you'll find no shortages of things to do in Madrid at night. It's a city that rocks into the wee hours and you'll find excitement well into the night. I hope this video you got to see some Madrid from a different lens, and just like me, you're planning your next visit to Madrid already. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, which is the only thing that motivates me to bring more content to the community. Till we meet again, hasta luego.